be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the University of Central Lancashire, I'm delighted to warmly welcome you to Preston Guildhall and to this graduation ceremony. On this special day, we are here to proudly celebrate the achievements of our students from the Faculty of Health and Wellbeing. I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Mike Thomas, to give his address.
Good morning, everyone. Honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, members of the University Board, Honorary Fellows, and our graduates. It's a great pleasure to welcome you to this graduation ceremony at which we acknowledge and celebrate the achievements of you, our new graduates. I always look forward to graduation ceremonies and the chance for the University of Central Lancashire, its staff, board members, honorary fellows and our honoured guests to celebrate such an important day for you, our graduates, your families and your friends. We're here today to celebrate and welcome our graduates and their guests from the School of Community Health and Midwifery, School of Health Sciences and the School of Nursing. This is your day. I hope you enjoy both the ceremony itself and the celebrations which I know will continue afterwards with your families and friends. It's customary for a Vice-Chancellor to use graduation as an opportunity to comment on economic affairs, politics, or to speak about the university in general. So I hope you will be interested in just a few words that I'll say. It's been an interesting period for you to have studied and gained your awards that we celebrate here today. There's been a number of quite radical changes both within the university sector itself and more widely in our society. I'm mindful and hopeful that much of the university sector changes would not have impacted too adversely on the experiences that you had while you were studying. But we've had to adapt to a number of regulatory changes, introductions of new regulatory bodies, and more scrutiny on how universities work, and more focus on what we do internally as well as how we work with our communities. The regulatory burden will continue to grow as successive governments wrestle with the thorny question of university funding and, for you personally, university fees. The university here has responded to these government concerns by developing and now putting into practice new and exciting approaches to university education. We hope in due course that we can offer different degree routes where, for example, an undergraduate can study one year full-time here in the university, paying only 1 year's fee, then doing the remainder of their degree externally. Future students will also receive a salary, not pay fees, and the university will seek other forms of funding. Students will still graduate. They will still attend days like today. We will still celebrate with the mortarboard and the gown and the different colours and the theatre because you deserve it. But the financial burden will be substantially reduced. We're also developing a second, new and innovative model which allow our students to study here in the university but take other short vocational programmes with partner colleges. And we are in deep discussions with different government departments and regulatory bodies on when exactly we can start to model such a programme. But basically, it means that in the future, students like yourselves will graduate with both a degree and vocational awards and qualifications, which should add significantly to your skill sets and employability. So your university is not complacent in the face of these external and regular changes in the sector. Equally, and more generally in wider society, we are actively engaged in discussions on how we can support the economy post-Brexit. We are looking at enhancing our degree apprenticeship programmes, and we're looking to work with the communities, for example, in running a trade fair between local businesses and countries abroad, such as China and the Middle East. It's difficult, I think, for people not ingrained in university life to fully comprehend that universities are not public sector organisations, though we have a large amount of public sector responsibilities due to the funding mechanism. We're also not fully a commercial organisation, though we have to raise revenue and fully engage in income generation activities while retaining our primary mission of developing knowledge, teaching, research and enterprise. And whilst many universities are registered as charities, including this university, we are not solely a charity because of our engagement in the commercial and public sector environments. Universities are strange beasts. We are simultaneously public sector, commercial and charitable, all at the same time. And here in the University of Central Lancashire, we incorporate those three aspects of the organisation by focusing on you, our students. You are our main reason for existing as an organisation. We are wholly committed to ensuring that you have the relevant learning, knowledge, skills and experience to broaden your intellectual horizon, your tolerance of other people and your passion to support the community. The School of Community Health and Midwifery prides itself in the development of graduates and postgraduates who are able to provide a much-needed boost to health and social care. This past year, we've seen students across the school engaging and supporting their community nationally and internationally. And our student midwife, Alison Brindle, was nominated as Student Midwife of the Year for both the Student Nursing Times and Royal College of Midwifery Awards. She should be commended for her leadership, which led to winning the UCLan SU Society Event of the Year and the Student Union Volunteer of the Year. And colleagues, other students, study health and social care, also travelled to Calais to volunteer for the charity Care for Calais and received a special commendation from the charity for their work with displaced people and refugee camps. Pre-qualifying graduates from our School of Health Sciences would soon be contributing to the care of patients and clients as members of the professions of physiotherapy, operating department practice, paramedic practice and sports therapy within the NHS and beyond. Post-qualifying graduates are already contributing to the care of other people and have the opportunity to specialise clinically and gain academic credit for their specialisation. Graduates from nursing make a unique and valued contribution to healthcare practice, with all of our undergraduates and postgraduates securing employment prior to completion. And our postgraduates use their time at UCLan to work in practice on many improvement projects to ensure that people receive the best standards of care that they possibly can. Students within the school have access to supervision and support from staff at the forefront of research and innovation, particularly in the area of stroke care, in which 6 staff from our stroke research team in nursing became members of the National Stroke Nursing Forum, which aims to promote research that advances the discipline. I would argue that you should never underestimate the experiences that you have in your university life and the way it shapes your thinking and how it influences your future. We have a long history in the University of transforming lives. We were first established on the 7th of October 1828 as the Institute for the Diffusion of Knowledge, and this year, as you graduate, your university celebrates its 190th birthday. The original group that formed what became the University of Central Lancashire were radical in their thinking about education and learning and knowledge and innovation. We recognise that in today's world, we still have to continue that original mission and spirit of radicalism. We look to you to be innovative, implement creative thinking, and as our graduates and postgraduates continue with your lives, more equipped and more resilient to deal with periods of uncertainty. The university is both an anchor and a civic role. By anchor, we play an economic part in our community, and by civic, we also support our community. As a broad-based institution, we will continue to help you, our talented people, from all walks of life, to make the most of your potential. We look to you to be future leaders, creative thinkers, and bold business brains. Continue to develop your dreams and be inspired. And uphold community cohesion, promote and develop peaceful means of dealing with social issues or difficulties. Support your Lancastrian culture when you can, through health, social care, the public sector, music, arts, food, farming, and our regional tourism. We do this in the university because we believe that we are here to ensure that people in Lancashire, our community, have a sense of place and of engagement and of belonging. But our success is achieved together, students and staff, seeking new knowledge and providing clarity and certainty. For in the midst of this uncertainty, there are certain things we know. We know today you are graduates and postgraduates. We know that you have worked for your qualifications. There is a sense of certainty if you hold on to those beliefs and values that promote and support your communities. The principles and approaches that we value and are enshrined in our university. For instance, common sense, the judgment to do the right thing for others, compassion, to treat others with consideration, care, and honesty, teamwork, to think and act together, valuing collective as highly as individual achievements, attentiveness, to take personal and professional pride in the quality of your work, but show that you can listen and care for others as you carry out that work, and trust, showing respect and integrity in all that you do. We hope that we provided a space for you to discuss ideas, pursue different views and perspectives, to explore new ways of doing things and apply different methodologies to seek new solutions. But remember, there is more to your degree and postgraduate degree than a reductionist economic return. Keep those university values with you as you go on with your life. We know another certainty. We know, sitting in front of me today, that you understand complex issues. We know you can be critical in making judgments about what is happening in the world. We know you have the confidence to challenge things. We know you can challenge the status quo by applying your own intellect. We know, because we've measured it, that you have developed a value for civil society and a willingness to make a personal contribution to how it functions. This is why you're here today as graduates and postgraduates. So keep observing, keep analysing, keep devising new solutions to the things that life brings you. Exercise that intellect and be ready to intervene as you go on. Make the most of every opportunity that comes along. Don't let chances and opportunities pass you by, and don't be afraid or unwilling to try different things. Forge your own path, but equally be ready to compromise when you need to. I repeat myself when I say we genuinely look to you. You are our future hope. Participate in processes and debates. Participate in organisations. Participate in business, commerce, health and social care, and seek to make a difference. We know another certainty. Many of your families and friends will know this. We know that gaining the awards that you have today has been earned. We know it's been difficult. I make no apologies for that. That must be so. Few things in life of genuine value are easy to gain, and a success in any university is far from easy. The university and its staff would have demanded from you dedication, commitment, intellectual endeavour, and sheer hard work. And I'm sure that many of you here in the audience today, families, friends, and colleagues, would have been called upon to provide a helping hand in your journey. So on behalf of you, our graduates and postgraduates, I would like to thank everyone in the audience for that invaluable support and ask that you join me in sharing our appreciation to you. The university is a strange beast. We pull together a community of academics dedicated to learning and supporting transformation. You would have been taught by a dedicated group of academic staff, many of whom are intellectual and international leaders in their field, and all of whom devote their professional lives to the teaching and learning and development of our students. You'd have also been supported by many highly dedicated professional staff members who provided the services and infrastructures that have made your success possible. So once again, on your behalf, I'd like to thank every one of our staff and ask that you join me in applauding thanks to them. In a few minutes, the names of our graduates will be called out. We will applaud and cheer. Please make as much noise as you want. This is a celebratory ceremony. Each of you will enter on stage right as graduates. You'll cross the stage, shake my hand, and exit stage left as graduates or postgraduates. We do this to publicly acknowledge your individual achievement and congratulate you personally. I know everybody here will be as enthusiastic with your applause for our first graduate as you will be for our final graduate. We take genuine and great pride in your achievement. I'm confident that you'll go out in the world and bring not only real social and economic benefit to yourself, but also to the communities in which you will live. Whatever you decide to do next, wherever in the world you find yourself, you will always be a member of this university. I hope at some stage you will return to your academic home. But for now, on behalf of everybody here, very well done, congratulations, and good luck for a happy and successful life. Thank you.
Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, the Academic Board confers an honorary doctorate on Sheena Byram, OBE. Chancellor. Sheena Byram is among the most distinguished and accomplished individuals in midwifery. Born and bred in Lancashire, Sheena first realised her calling during a placement in a maternity ward while training as a registered nurse. She qualified in 1978 and has worked almost entirely in the NHS since then. In 2002, Sheena became one of the UK's first consultant midwives, a role that involved supporting the most vulnerable maternity service users. The following year, she achieved an MA in midwifery studies here at UCLan and went on to lead the development of 3 birth centres in East Lancashire. Her extensive professional knowledge and wide-ranging experiences have enabled her to provide consultancy services to both NHS trusts and international organisations, helping them to promote physiological childbirth as a positive experience. It's no surprise then that she was awarded an OBE in 2011 for services to midwifery and made an honorary fellow of the Royal College of Midwives in 2015. Sheena runs allformaternity.com, an online hub for midwives and maternity workers, with her daughter Anna, who is a midwifery lecturer at UCLan. You could say it runs in the family. And if that wasn't enough, her midwifery memoirs, Catching Babies, is a Sunday Times bestseller, while Raw Behind the Silence, which Sheena jointly edited with Professor Sue Down of UCLan, is used to improve maternity care worldwide. For anyone wishing to pursue a career in midwifery, Sheena is a shining example of where dedication can take you. Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, it is with great pleasure that I present Sheena Byram for the award of Honorary Doctorate of the University of Central Lancashire.
Good morning, graduates and your families, who I'm sure are very proud this morning, to the Vice-Chancellor and to the party guests here on the platform. First of all, I'd like to express my thanks to the University of Central Lancashire. Thank you for such a humbling citation and for bestowing this prestigious award on me. This is my local university, as you've heard, and one which I have deep connection, and I am forever grateful. Eternal gratitude must go to those who are close to me and in the audience today: my husband Paul, my children Anna, and my children and their partners Anna and James, James and Annie, Tom and Anjana, Olivia and Curtis, to my sisters and brothers-in-law, to my dear friends, especially Lynn. For each of you have influenced my life. You've encouraged and supported me and been there. And to our parents who aren't with us anymore, to my parents, James, our Irish dad, who passed on a love of fun and friendship, and to our beautiful and courageous mother Kathleen, who gave us the example and capacity to be kind, a quality that's irreplaceable and holds the potential to change the world. There are others too who have mentored and guided me and modelled behaviours that I've tried to emulate. There are two special midwives who have majorly influenced my life, and I owe so much to. One of them is Pauline Quinn, OBE, my role model and mentor throughout my career, and secondly to Sue Down, Professor Sue Down, OBE, who's always by my side, inspiring, coaching, encouraging me and loving me. My attention now must go to those of you in the room. You're here graduating on your very special day. How brilliant is that? Your journey so far will have been both joyous and challenging. I remember it well. During my work, I visit universities regularly and I talk to student midwives, and I also connect regularly with many of you on social media. You give me so much hope for the future. Many of you are already leaders, and we've heard about one this morning. You are our future, and I feel that the midwifery profession and the nursing profession and the social care is safe in your hands. Recently, a student midwife, unhappy with some of her mentors, told me that she'd feel happier once she qualified. I gently reminded her that there would always be challenges and walls to climb. Some they would conquer and get over, and others it's better to walk around. So as you celebrate today, I'd like to respectfully offer you some of my thoughts for you to consider as you follow your dream. Remember that love and science are the two most important things. The skills you have and build on are fundamentally important, but the kindness and compassion you show will always make the difference. Your eyes tell a story to the people you care for. Keep those you serve at the centre of all your actions. Speak up for your rights to have enough time and resources to provide the care that you're qualified to give. Don't fit in with negative culture. Remember the passion and the desire you talked about when you came for your interview to become a student here, the words that got you chosen, and keep them close to your heart. Remember the importance of authentic, positive feedback. It creates virtuous cycles. Take care of yourself and nurture those you work with. You are going to be professional servants to the public. More often than not, you will be an uninvited guest into a sacred space where people are vulnerable. What you do and how you do it, what you say and how you say it, will be remembered for the rest of their lives. One thing for sure, your work will take you to the core of life itself. Birth and death are the most important times for humanity. Everyone is born and we all die. For the future midwives in the room, birth is a rite of passage that makes a difference to women, her infant and her family, socially, physically, psychologically and spiritually. For all other future health and social care workers today, you may be dealing with the consequences of how a baby was born. For those of you going to be midwives, you are hugely privileged being part of the English maternity service. I have been to and studied childbearing practices around the globe where women and human rights are violated. There is no such thing as choice, and obstetric violence is accepted. Please learn more about this and join in the political quest to influence change. Your voice is needed. As they say, there are two things that define you: your determination when you have nothing, and your attitude when you have everything. So embrace your calling, your work with a smile from your eyes, and courage from your heart. You can and you will make a difference, and your work will enrich your life too. So it's now time to take flight. Where will you soar? Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, the presentation of the graduates and award holders will now take place.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Community Health and Midwifery. For a thesis entitled A Realist Investigation of the Impact of Healthy Start on the Diets of Low-Income Pregnant Women in the UK, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Heather Oley. For a thesis entitled, I Never Thought There Could Be Anything Worse Than Cancer, But Chemo Is, Adverse Drug Reactions in a Children's Oncology Unit. The degree of Master of Philosophy is awarded to Kim Alison Bird. For a thesis entitled Living with an Augmented Bladder, the experiences of young people following their surgery, the degree of Master of Philosophy is awarded to Sarah Doyle. Master of Arts in Integrative Psychotherapy, Richard Bullen. Rebecca Cadman. Master of Science in Counselling and Psychotherapy, Lynn Chadwick. Master of Science in Homeopathy, Renette Kuhn. Postgraduate Certificate in Primary Care Mental Health Practice, Anna Al-Afalek. Lindsay Blacklock. Sarah Elizabeth Cartwright. Nicola Hind. Kathleen Ishmay. Bryony Littler. Hannah Williams. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Counselling and Psychotherapy Studies, Jabida Akhtar. Holly Ashworth. Sophie Lauren Atkinson. Chloe Ann Bakewell. Holly Louise Bowman. Adam Brown. Heather Creighton. Danielle Dugdale. Neve Dunfrey. Chelsea Fisher. Abigail Gregg. Robert Dewan Gregor. Liva Gutan Grass. Iraj Hassan. Paige Henley. Sigourney Holder. John Anthony Kelly. Hannah Lee. Courtney Lucas Wint. Holly Melissa McGill. Amelia Mills. Hannah Louise Mills. Khadija Musa. Fudhail Omar. Chloe Louise Parrish. Rima Parveen. Adina Rahouf. With the school prize for the highest academic achiever, Catherine Rashid. Ashley Ann Ryan. Joe Robert Stiano. Rian Wishna. Matthew James Young. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Health and Social Care, Rahim Anam. Jenna Ashworth. Anissa Bibi. Lisa Jane Agurgi. Soraya Yanath. Christine Musariri. Aksa Sajid. Asima Salim. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Midwifery, Yasmin Amy Abdullah. Yanira Blanco Calvo. Cristina Caballero Vega. Gemma Julia Cutcliffe. Laura Davis. Mary Carmel Oates Howarth. Victoria Kendall. Cheryl Ann Lee. Kimberly Olorenshaw. Olivia Rachel Riley. With the school prize for the highest academic achiever, Anna Serrano Castillo. Victoria Snape. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Sexual Health Studies, Chloe Ashton. Sarah Joanna Bicosa. Emily Ann Brownlee. Chloe Vivienne Butcher. Deanne Minette Caldino. Charlotte Connor. Harriet Frankham. Helen Gallagher. India Henry. Joy Rose Isaac. Marielle Laurel Yamurai Marawa. Megan McLean. Siobhan Tracy Moore. Shannon Nicholson. Manuela Umbugno Babiyame. With the school prize for the highest academic achiever, Josephine Palmer. Hannah Ruffley. Catherine Singleton. Bachelor of Science in Sexual Health Studies, Shannon Louise Atherton. Simone Mayer Husty. Charlotte Shepherd. Foundation degree in Arts in Health and Social Care, Caris Kirkham. Anita Parak. With the school prize for the highest academic achiever, Meru Rigby. Carly Bamford. Abby Louise Buttery. Rebecca Elizabeth Gore. Emma Louise Hughes. Lindsay Martin. Lisa Parry. Jodie Rushworth. Pauline Walker. Emma Wilcock. Foundation degree in Arts in Mental Health and Wellbeing, Danielle Kane. Gemma Louise Duffy. Andrea MacDonald. Kaylee Ashley Pilcher. Megan Ann Price. Kirsty Wynne. Foundation degree in Health and Social Care, Assistant Practitioner, Teresa Besant. Luke Reed. Michelle White. Jade Hukina Barker. Lynn Curtis. Charlotte Featon. Lauren Killaway. Rachel Claire McAllister. Amanda Owen. Marion Rayner. Michelle Marie Wilkinson. Foundation degree in Science in Health and Social Care, Mental Health, Shagufta Raja. Foundation degree in Health and Social Care Rehabilitation, Emma Bass. Martin McLaughlin. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Community Health and Midwifery.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Health Sciences. Master of Science in Health Informatics, Gary James Burks. Marion Sean Thomas. Postgraduate Certificate in Health Informatics, Lorna Jane Timmis. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Enhanced Paramedic Practice, Philippa Elaine Page. Matthew Rees. And with the course prize for the most outstanding student, David Stott. Bachelor of Science with Honours, Nurse Practitioner, Elizabeth Whittle. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Professional Practice, Carly Louise Jackson. Emma Little. Anthony Walsh. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Physiotherapy, Elizabeth Ashley Aitchison. Daniel David Anderson. Samantha Jane Bainbridge. Robert William Bale. And with the course prize for the most outstanding student, Claire Elizabeth Bates. Aisha Brandwood Mallon. Edward Joseph Brennand. Natalie Broad. Sana Box. Brian Anthony Collins. Abigail Crabtree. Kathleen Jane Duncan. Lauren Farley. Samuel John Hogarth. And with the course prize for the most improved student, Caroline Thornton Humphreys. Laura Jenkinson. Ashley Lauren McCulley. Jenna Morgan. Andrew Pascoe. David Plucknett. Hannah Louise Pugh. Stephanie Sturrup. Christina Tully. Elliot Wormsley. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Sports Therapy, Chloe Ainsworth. Joseph Austin. Ashley Beverley. Carly Bland. Callum Bloys. Luke Butler. Dorcas Kai-Ying Chung. Aaron Entwistle. James Alexander Jonathan Hall. Jack Hindle. Oliver Johnson. William Thomas Kemp. Emily Lever. Charlotte Louise McCready. And with the course prize for exemplary attainment, Grant James McMurty. Ashton Murray. Sian Pagan Gray. Jasmine Patel. Sinead Rajput. Leah Nicole Stacey. Sam Tompkins. Lauren Turner. Olivia Ray Weedall. Paul Winstanley. Rumana Zaman. Bachelor of Science in Therapeutic Studies, James Bird. Rachel Shaw. Diploma of Higher Education in Paramedic Practice, Helen Amanda Walker. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentations of awards from the School of Health Sciences.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Nursing. Hooray! Fantastic. Well done. Okay. For a thesis entitled, The Tailoring and Implementation of Evidence-Based Multi-Component Weight Management Interventions for Adults with Intellectual Disabilities who are obese, a whole systems approach, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Alison Jane Doherty. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Child Health, Beth Louise O'Brien.
Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nursing, E-Learning, Emma Brown. Marjorie Nagel. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Pre-Registration Nursing, Adult. Rachel Elizabeth Catterall. Ella Forrest. Fionn Rutt. Samantha Alice Jolene Thompson. Jodie Pujinski. Tabassum Begas. Wendy Barnes. Erin Jane Bate. Emma Battersby. Amy Beecham. Francesca Bell. Helen Louise Bennett. Sophie Benny. Rachel Biggie. Rebecca Bradley. Naomi Brindle. Phoebe Brown. Madara Bersavica. Saskia Campion. Leslie Frederica Churchward. Lauren McCartney. Zoe Jane Crook. Holly Cunningham. Emma Cutmore. Rianne Devlin. Hayley Dickinson. Jessica Doyley. Amanda Jane Duncan. Caris Leanne Dunn. Aisha Esser. Lindsay Margaret Farrell. Rhiannon Farrell. Cornelia Feld. Jenny Fidausian. Rebecca Jane Fernay. Katie Finnan. Sarah Louise Fort. Samantha Louise Foster. Leonie Tamsin Grundy. Stacey Hare. Asia Halalat. Sarah May Hall. Laura Hartles. Rose Hasford. Derian Horber. Tony Marie Heaton. Tammy Henshaw. Alicia Heslop. Catherine Ann Hind. Claire Hobbs. Deborah Hodlin. Nicola Elizabeth Holmes. Charlotte Howard. Claire Johnson. Stephanie Johnson. Maxine Johnson. Kirsty Louise Kershaw. Karen Lane. Katie Louise Leslie. Saroon Mahmood. Chloe Marsden. Powell Jane Marsden. Nicola Marsh. Lucy Martindale. Miriam Mbrana. Yvonne McCullum. Hayley McClure. Christina McCormick. Cara McHugh. Emmeline McLaughlin. Tanaya Myra. Natasha Min. Agnieszka Molik. Tracy Sheila Mosdell. Nakathuba Moya. Anastasia Monroe. Lauren Murphy. Gwelia Ngosa. Eleanor Nicol. Chioma Juliana Ogazechi. Herculine Alucci Okafor. Rebecca Cara O'Meara. Leanne Onofrio. Tamara O'Sullivan. Armina Patel. Vanessa Amy Payne. Zoe Pearson. Tracy Michelle Pickstock. Eleanor Pierce. Chelsea Rainey Presley. Hannah Ratcliffe. Pepper Rattigan. Laurie Redfern. Angelique Reig Egerter. Victoria Rhodes. Christine Cheryl Roberts. Nicola Roberts. Ellie Roper. Caris Alexandra Cecilia Ross. Naomi Rowley. Rosamie Martinez Salido. Patricia Joy Suserman. Charlotte Seed. Zainab Bibi Sheikh. Laura Sheridan. Kelly Jade Singleton. Adele Slater. Jill Smith. Keely Smith. Danielle Stead. Darren Stokes. Shanaz Tariq. Kim Sonia Tobman. Louise Taylor. Gina Turner. Sarah Uwadiali. Helen Vickers. Melissa Warbank. Kimberly Warburton. Rosie Watson. Defer Lucas Wenleji. Rebecca Ann Whitehead. Laura Wilkinson. Sophie May Williams. With the course prize for the highest achieving student nurse, Sharon Michelle Morgan. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Pre-Registration Nursing, Mental Health. Fifi Panford Abankwa. Adesua Joyce Egbekan. Stuart Angus. Joanne Atkinson. Stephen Budworth. Katie Charlotte Burrell. Julia Burton. Kudzezi Chikwavira. Mbedzai Chungoma. Sarah Elizabeth Elcock. Amy Marie Ferguson. Michael Gabber. Hayley Michelle Hardman. Beverly Tina Hind. Sharafat Kuawali. Claire Mallon. Irene Melu. Stephanie McConaughey. Danny McFadden. Anne-Marie Mellor. Hafsa Nazreen Namwaz. Rashida Okunlola Samuel. Robin Shaw. Katie Slater. Joanne Wheeler. Danielle Wigan. And with the course prize for the highest achieving student nurse, Christian Michael Rathall. Oliver Rathall. Lydia Doherty. Mercy Macfumo. Succeed Matandwa. Diploma of Higher Education in Clinical Care Studies, Nikki Miracle Badmus. Samantha Louise Cunningham. Foundation degree in Arts and Health and Social Care, John Hughes. Postgraduate certificate in primary care mental health practice, Iram Shah. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Nursing.
Vice-Chancellor, the presentations are completed. I call on Laura Crichton, Vice President of Media from the Students' Union of the University of Central Lancashire, to respond on behalf of those awarded today.
Vice-Chancellor, graduates, families, friends, loved ones, it is my honour to stand here before you today and speak on behalf of students. Firstly, I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate you on your incredible achievement. You all should be very proud of yourselves. University is more than the assignments and the exams. It's more than the price paid to better your future. It is more than the piece of paper at the end, because university is an unforgettable experience. The people that you've met and the memories that you have created together make each of your journeys to graduation unique and special. For most of us, studying is only one part of university life, and whether you became a course rep, joined a sports team or society, or volunteered in a project that you were passionate about, it has moulded you into the graduates that I see before me today. As graduates of UCLan, each one of you strengthens this university's worldwide alumni network. Today's award is a landmark in both your personal and professional development and a stepping stone to your future success. The world at this moment in time may seem like a scary place, and you may feel like you're heading towards a place of uncertainty. The most natural thing to do would be to stay in your comfort zone, but don't. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. So now is the time to aim higher, take advantage of opportunities, and take on challenges, because the degree you hold in your hands today is really just your learner's permit for the rest of your drive through life. But don't be disheartened if things don't go right straight away. Remember, if Plan A did not work, the alphabet has 25 more letters, don't worry. Last but not least, I would like to thank the families, friends, and university staff and loved ones that have joined you here today and supported you throughout your UCLan journey. I wish you all the best for the future, class of 2018.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the University of Central Lancashire Chamber Choir. The members of the University Chamber Choir are all students of music theatre within the School of Journalism, Media and Performance. The choir is directed by the university's musician-in-residence, Mark Goggins. The university is extremely proud of the growing reputation and success of the Chamber Choir. In recent years, the choir has won national competitions, including the BBC Radio 3 Adult Choir of the Year. The Chamber Choir has performed on BBC One, BBC 4 and on BBC Radio 3, as well as some of the major performance venues, including the Royal Festival Hall, Birmingham Symphony Hall and the Bridgewater Hall. In June, the Chamber Choir returned from their latest overseas concert tour, which once again received great critical acclaim. This morning, the Chamber Choir will sing Seasons of Love by Jonathan Larson.
Sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter, in strife, in 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in the life? How about love? How about love? How about love?
Thank you. Today is, of course, a day of great celebration for everyone here, and we need to celebrate in an appropriate way. Family and friends, there is a good photo video opportunity coming up, so you might like to have your cameras ready. Could I please ask all the graduates to stand and take off your mortarboards, which will be a great relief, as I notice many of them have been balancing in a rather precarious manner. So, in a moment, I'm going to ask you to wave your mortarboard, and as is the tradition at UCLan, you must wave as vigorous as you can in recognition of all your hard work and achievements. However, do keep tight hold of your mortarboard, as it is yours to keep and to take home. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. That looked great from here. Thank you. Please have a seat. As we bring this ceremony to a close, I would like to thank everyone who has been involved in making today such a happy and memorable occasion. And thank you for coming and sharing this special day with the university community. I would like to invite you all to return to a reception at the university's Foster building, where we will continue to celebrate the success of today's graduates. And gowns, not mortarboards, can be left at the Foster building after the event. Please may I ask you all to stand for the national anthem. If you can all just be seated for a couple more minutes whilst I explain our exit strategy. It's fairly straightforward, but quite impressive. The platform party will now leave the stage and form a celebratory guard of honour. We are going to conclude the ceremony with a final opportunity to applaud the success of today's graduates. Graduates, you will shortly be processing out of the hall. A university usher will prompt your row when you need to stand up. Please make sure you take all of your belongings with you. And guests, please may I ask that you all remain seated until the Guard of Honour is completed and the platform party has left the hall. You will be able to rejoin your graduate downstairs. Thank you.